All right. Hello, 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 everybody. Oh, I'm gonna make sure I'm going live here. Hello, 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 everybody. My name is Ella Ivy. I'm the founder and creator of Astrology, and I wanted to come on board here today and talk about day 4 of the Gap Day, per the Mayan calendar wave spell. And we've been reflecting since the beginning of this journey when this started October, gosh, 4 days ago. So what is today? The 24th? Hard to keep track of time these days. So yeah, so we're into this Mayan galactic wave spell, day 4. And we've talked about it if you've been with the channel. First of all, if you're new here to the channel, thank you so much for being here. My name is Ella Ivy. I'm the creator of Astrology. And Astrology comes from the premise or the maxim that all is self. And so this is an astrological perspective of unity consciousness through the realms of astrology, and not just Western astrology, but we also like to use different calendar systems and different ways to tell time or the chronological order of our gnosis through Chronos, right? Through the Saturnian realms of time. And so there's different ways to calculate time on this planet. And for my own gnosis, through my own studies of Western astrology and of the Mayan galactic calendar system of the Tolkien, which is a 260-day cycle. It follows the 13 moon calendar system. There is a correspondence that I've been following between our central moon that we follow, which controls our emotional nature, right? The moon changes signs or frequencies every 2.5 days. And so we have been up until at the beginning of this wave spell in this moon sign of Cancer, which has been a water sign, right? Think about it, water bending, the element of water has been trining Saturn, which is our structures, and Mercury, which is how we think, our mind, in fellow water signs, Pisces and Scorpio. So today's series of invocations or spells or mantras, if you will, is here, which is this sentence structure, this energy that is influencing the spell, the Mayan spell dream that we're in right now. And it has to do with water and empowering through water. And we know this correspondence through Western astrology because Mercury, the mind, how we think right now, is in the alchemical sign of Scorpio, which is the transformer. It turns lead into gold. It turns one substance into another. So right now, our mind, our thoughts are being alchemized by what? Through the structure of water. This is Saturn and Pisces. If you've ever studied Veda Austin work or Dr. Emoto's work, you understand that there are crystal formations, there are sacred geometries or mandalas that are formed based on the frequency vibration of water, right? If you go and you put certain sounds in water, you can study cymatics, it forms certain geometric patterns. And right now, the patterns of our minds are being restructured, being reformulated. How we connect to our divine essence, our divine spirits, Saturn, Pisces, is being re-alchemized, right? So we're having a different connection to our higher spirit, to our higher self. I know a lot of you that follow spiritual content have heard of these terms before. And again, I would invite you to weave them and get into the gnosis of you through your own journey with these concepts, right? And so this has been a 20+ year exploration of not only Western astrology, but the Mayan calendar system, shamanistic astrology, evolutionary astrology. These are sort of my foundational and where I come from in my channelings, right? Is I'm tuning into the energies as I'm processing them. And so today's mantra, if you want to take a look behind me, and those of you, if you're watching on YouTube, you can't see, but the series of words today, the mantra, the spell, the wave per the Mayan wave spell. For those that are following on TikTok, which is my other medium right here, you guys can see it on the screen, but I'm going to read it to you out loud. And if you want to just, just concentrate on the words and what they mean to you. Again, the moon has now shifted signs and frequencies. Now it's in a fire sign, right? So we're going into Leo, which is the heart of the child. But we're still imbibing and using the element of water because Mercury, our mind, Saturn, our structure, is in a water, are in water signs. They're in a trine energy with each other. So that's the influence. And per the Mayan calendar, the structure says, I am power in order to purify. commanding flow. So with the mind in Scorpio right now, and, you know, we're talking about empowerment, which is very much Plutonian, very much Scorpio. We have the power to alchemize our mind through allowing our water to flow, which is water means emotions. So in Mercury, what conversation do you need to have with yourself? An honest, true assessment conversation about yourself in your life as you're looking around and seeing what's not working. Because in Scorpio season, things have to leave, right? It's the fall. Things are falling off, leaves are falling off the trees, things are falling away from our lives. And in Scorpio, it's about looking at possibly our habits, our relationships. This is very Virgo. This is also water, Pisces, our structures, our daily routines. What needs to change in our lives because something in our life is not working. And so it's asking with this Mayan wave spell, it's offering us perspective. You have command of your ship. You have command of your vessel. If you're really willing to feel your feelings and to feel if you're out of balance, or to really allow yourself to feel your true desires. There might have been a program of unworth or unworthiness that has, you've had these thoughts, these creations that have been within you, but you just somehow think that you're not capable of it because you have limiting beliefs. We talked about this yesterday. You can go check out the read. I did a card pull about limiting beliefs. So right now, your beliefs about yourself, about your spirituality, about your God force, about who you are as a being is all being alchemized and shifted right now. And so the power of our mind and allowing ourselves to feel maybe what we have been avoiding feeling, and we avoid feelings through substances, through escapism, which is also Pisces. So right now, Pisces is saying, look, it's okay. You're safe to feel how you feel. There is divine restructuring happening within you, but you have to allow yourself to have the emotional connection to it, because the emotion, energy, emotion is what's going to move you through these currents and allow the divine alchemy to continue. It's already in process, but this is giving you conscious connection to the process itself. And so the rest of this series of words, let me go back to it. It says, so let me start from the beginning. I empower in order to purify, commanding flow. I seal the process of universal water with the overtone of radiance. I am guided by the power of navigation. I am a galactic activation portal. Enter me. So when I'm hearing too, when I think of the seal the process, like seal with a kiss, right? So you seal it, you close it off. Right. So you're commanding flow and you close off the process, you close off and you put boundaries about what you really want. It says, I seal the process of universal water with the overtone of radiance. And radiance to me is the sun. And with the sun in Scorpio right now, it's shining a light about what you really want. Maybe your hidden desires, your hidden gifts, right? That we have been judging as perhaps shadow. Right. So again, we have deeply misunderstood ourselves in this realm, what we're capable of, our superpowers, our ability for magic, which is really tied into science. It's just sort of science that's not explained properly or that's not given full definition is considered magic in some cultures, right? So again, there's so many things that are hidden within our science that's hidden within the quantum realms that is very scientific, but it's unknown to us. So we have to be willing to go, you know what, there is magic that exists. It probably exists in science, in numerology, in quantum energy, in ways that I've never been able to conceptualize it before. But I'm willing to step into the unknown. I'm willing to allow myself to tap into magic, into things that haven't been experienced or expressed or thought of yet. Because before we've been, again, indoctrinated to fear the unknown. But now we're asked to stay in a spirit of curiosity into the unknown and to lean into what we don't know to be true. So that, imagine like your cup's being poured out every day, right? You want to refill your cup, but you have to empty it out. If your cup is already full of what you think you know from even yesterday, even before this conversation, right? Are you willing to release and let go of what you thought you knew to make room for a new expression, right? A new way to navigate this world. Again, power of navigation. Navigation is our compass. And our compass, in the word compass, is the word compassion, right? Compassion is our inner compass. So having compassion for what you didn't know, having compassion for what you know now, and are you willing to surrender and let go of the old to make room for the new? This is very much, again, Scorpio season, about death, life, rebirth, right? The cycle that continues, the Ouroboros, the snake eating itself. And so through water, through the structure of water, water is also our cells, it's our blood, it's our plasma, right? The liquids that are inside of us, liquid crystals, right? The piezoelectric crystal that's inside of our brain, which is known as our pineal gland, which is our access point to the divine, to our divinity. That's the crystal that's inside of us that holds information, it holds light, it holds data, right? Just like our cell phones have crystals inside of them, which holds data, which holds memory. We have a piezoelectric crystal, which is our third eye, supposedly, which is known as our pineal gland, which is this little, part of our brain, this in the middle part of our brain. It's like the center ship. That's our connection to everything that's unknown, that's hidden, that's in the spiritual aspect of ourselves. And so there's a whole chemistry involved in that, right? Whether or not your pineal gland is activated or that is running properly has to do with your nutrition, how you take care of yourself. This is Mars in Cancer, asking you, how do you nourish yourself? How do you feed yourself? What do you feed yourself with? And not just food, but as far as data, information, the people you hang out with, right? This all matters. Literally, it will matter into physical form what it is that you are, however your vibing or your frequency is, it's going to be completely related to what you are emitting, what you are projecting. And so we're being asked right now to no longer project or emit frequency by default or from the unknown principles or misaligned principles that we've been operating under. This is the time for truth, right? This is the time for clarity of playing harmoniously with other beings, the other versions of you, which again is all is self. Libzen comes from the astrology that all is self. That is the maxim here. So this is practicing and imbibing with unity consciousness in a radical way that's pulling from many different historical religious structures, such as the Mayan calendar system, such as Western astrology. That's, some may or may not consider that a valid system, but again, it's something to explain the unknown, just like religion, just like science. These are all institutions that harbor language that try to explain our reality. It's the best way I can describe it as I'm doing my own gnosis with these concepts. So as we are in day 4 of this 10-day Mayan gap spell, today is asking you to work and to imbibe with the element of water, to purify, to help you navigate through the power of compassion, your inner compass point, which is compassion. Again, going into the realm of Pisces and Saturn, Scorpio, Mercury, the sun. Now how we're shining our light. We are the divine alchemists. We are seeing that which was hidden and underneath the realms. And we're looking at it in a new way, hopefully with less judgment, more compassion, and more clarity about what it is we really want, what it is we're really desiring. And being able to navigate through these portals of energy, right? Through our radiance, through our own light. Each person has your own central sun, which is right there in your solar plexus, right? The soul of you, the solar aspect of you comes from the middle point, which is your person. Each person has it. Right? So these are just concepts and ways to, again, work with the energy through your own gnosis. And I wanted to do a card pull because we are working with flower, we are working with the power of water. And so the deck of cards, you guys know that I like to work with divination tools, right? So this is the Whispers of the Ocean Oracle deck. For those of you who are on TikTok, this is the card deck that I'm working with. Here we go. You can see it here. You guys can see it. And I'm going to pull a card for anybody that's watching. This is for you, and how to navigate, again, this energy and how to really empower yourself to purify yourself with the power of water, which is the liquids inside of you, which holds this information, which holds this data. And so what information data wants to be brought through right now for anybody that's watching this, the intended. And so the card that got pulled today was number 37. And it says, look beyond the surface. So this is the card here, and it's a beautiful whale. Just look beyond the surface. Avoid becoming distracted by surface issues. Focus on the underlying motivation, cause, or beauty in a situation. Seek ways to bring depth to your world. And this is the card here. You guys can see that on TikTok. Here we go. And again, this is so perfect because we are in the realms, the watery realms of Scorpio, that which is hidden, which is deep. Scorpio likes to be deep, right? You're never going to have a mundane conversation with a Scorpio. You want to talk about the weather, go talk to a Gemini, or talk about the everyday stuff. That's more data information, Gemini stuff. But if you want to talk about things that are deep, you know, the underworld, the unknown, spirituality, sacred sexuality, healing through sexuality, all these different things. This is all very Scorpio, right? So going into 37, oh, look, I turned right to it. I love when that happens. Let's read about it. Allow your senses to become aware of the perfection that surrounds you. Allure exists in all aspects of your life, in nature, in relationships, and your own being. If you're missing it, assess what you have been focusing your attention on and look for the beauty in your life instead. If you look, you are sure to find it. Get in touch with your sensuality through sight, smell, taste, and touch. This is also very Taurus and very Uranus in Taurus, right? So the body right now is in the sign or in a planet that wants change. So it's asking you to change your relationship with your reality by having a relationship with your body. Right? By getting into your body in a new way, in a different way, more sensual way. This is very Taurus, which is opposite of Scorpio. Scorpio's sacred sexuality and Taurus is the body. So pulling from the sacred sexuality of Scorpio and merging with the body in a very sensual way could be a way to navigate these fluids of energy, right? The waters within the body, the moist substances within the body. We'll just put it that way. Draw on your senses and experience contentment and deep satisfaction. It is time to treat yourself to a day of self-care, which is very Leo, right? Moon in Leo wants attention, wants to shine, wants to look good. So this would be a day to go out and to, you know, maybe do your hair in a new way or to shine your light, allow yourself to be seen in the Leo frequency of the moon, and allow yourself to feel good, right? Your emotional body wants to feel good. This could mean simply going to a spa, receiving a massage, enjoying new experiences, or simply spending more time with people you love. Discover new ways to creatively express yourself through dance, exercise, outdoor activity, painting, music, drama, or other art forms. This may be the perfect time to take up a new hobby, one which enables you to access the creative part of yourself, which is very Moon and Leo, right? Moon and Leo. Leo loves to create, loves to be the creator, the performer. And what better way to fluidly express yourself than through a creative art form, through singing, through dance, right? Through allowing yourself to flow. Again, we're in the purity of water, which is allowing us to alchemize our thoughts by maybe moving in a different way, moving our body in a creative, expressive, unique way today, right now. Not based on what you've done in the past. Your future is going to be based on what you do right now. So right now, the energy, the current is asking you to play, to stay in the state of that getting curiosity, to purify, drink lots of water, hydrate. For the pragmatic, practical approaches to these energies, make sure you're putting a little pinch of sea salt in your water to make sure you're getting all the minerals needed, that you're mineralizing your water because the body's missing a lot of minerals. That's how our cells and our major hormones and things are done with minerals. So you want to make sure that you're properly mineralized during this time too. And again, staying in this state of curiosity because we've never been here before, not as far as we know. We're in a new space of consciousness. We're in a new space of connecting to our own divinity. So please, if you want something different, you've got to do something differently. And tuning into this channel and just maybe seeing the energy in this unique perspective will give you and afford you the opportunity to do things just a little bit differently from a different vantage point. That's the intention of this channel. So thank you for connecting. If you liked any of the content here, please like, subscribe or share. It's free for you. It brings value to the content, to the channel. And I'm so grateful that you guys are here with me, spending time in space as we are navigating these currents together. Thank you so much for being here in this now. And see you tomorrow for day 5 of the gap wave spell and what the approaching energies are coming up over the next few days to, again, as we are all traversing this portal energy together, what it's bringing, what it can entail, and how to best utilize this energy for our most highest expression, our most harmonious timeline experience. So, okay, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for connecting. So much love.